Hello, fifth grade violins. I am ready to play page 9. This is called the major fingering pattern. You don't have to worry about what that means necessarily yet. But I'm going to show you something before we start. So if you look at page 8, it shows you where your fingers go on the stripes on your violin. You'll notice that in the picture, there is no stripe for your pinky or for your second finger. Remember, we number our fingers on our left hand 1, 2, 3, and 4. Our thumb doesn't get a number. So our pointer finger is number 1, and in the pictures in the book, it has a stripe, and it also has a stripe on your violin. Your second finger has a stripe on your violin, but not in the book. But if you look at the picture, you can see that it's kind of like behind the third stripe. If you put your ring finger or third finger down, there's a stripe for that. And then your second finger is like right up behind it. And then there's a stripe farther away for your pinky. We're going to do this page to work on our pinkies. That's a little hard of a stretch, but this is just kind of an exercise, and we're not going to use it as much in songs because we're going to keep working on using your pinky and making it stronger. So when we go to use it for a song, it's ready to go and strong and smart. So here we go. This is page 9, and it looks a little confusing. There's a single line staff, and there is a rhythm on there where it looks like the rhythm studies that we did on 5 and 7. In this case, for number 1, it's called 4-finger countdown, and we're going to play a bunch of quarter notes or tas. They mark the steady beat on top with slashes. I don't find that real helpful, but it's there. It's kind of in the way to me. Then next to that, it says fingering, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 with a big dashed line across. That means you're going to hold those fingers down while you play that rhythm. When you get to the next number, that's the number of fingers that are left pressing your string down. Then you have the staff, the one-line staff that has the rhythm on it, and then it has the count below. So in the case of number 1, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 counts in each measure because our time signature is 4, 4, and all of our rhythms are tas or quarter notes. So I'm going to do this on each of our 4 strings. Kind of like if we've done the open string cycle, it's going to work something like that. I'm going to start with 4 on E, and I'm going to go to each of my 4 strings after that. I'm going to start each one of these with 4 fingers down. So if you need to set this up beforehand, hold it in front of you. 1, 2, 3. Get the fingertips on the stripes. Pinky set. Get your violin on your shoulder. Put your bow on your E string, and I'm going to do number 1. This time was with 4 E's. Ready, play. 4th finger. 3rd finger. 2nd finger. 1st. And 0. Now I'm going to reset. 1, 2, 3, 4 on A. And I'm going to play my A string. Ready, 1, 2, ready, play. D string. I'm not going to show you. I'm just going to set my hand up, put my bow on my D. 1, 2, 4 on D. And now I'm going to do 4 on G. This might be the hardest stretch. You have to really reach out there with your pinky. Here we go, bow on G, 4 down on G, 1, 2, ready, play. All right, so there's number 1, 4-finger countdown on all 4 strings. I'm going to do the same thing now with Super Duper Sky Ride. Again, silly name, but it gives you the rhythm. Super duper sky ride, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta-ta. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. All of those are the same. So here we go. I'm going to start on my G string this time, though. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 down, 3, 4 down on G. So I'm following the numbers that are above the notes. Bow on G, 1 and 2 and 3, go. string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, play. Over to my A string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, play. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, and now we're on our E string. 1, 2, 3, 4 down. 1, 2, ready, play. Our next one is number 3 on page 9. It's called Open Up. So now we're going to go from 0 fingers to adding all 4 one at a time. You might find that this is a little easier than 1 and 2. You might find that it's a little harder. Some kids like to stack them one at a time. Some kids like to take them off one at a time. You can tell me about which one is easier when I see you at your next sectional. 1, 2, ready, go. Left wrist is straight. Reach that pinky out there. There we go. Now our D string. Yes, keep that left wrist straight as you can. Don't squish your hamster. Make sure your bow hold is good. Here's number 3 on D. Ready, 2, 3, and play. Here's the A string. Get it set out there. Notice I'm holding my violin up. Here, I'm going to do this angle, I guess, for your A string. So maybe you can see that a little better. A string. 1, 2, ready, play. And finally the E string. 1, 2, ready on E. There you go. That's number 3, Open Up. Now I've got number 4, Down, Diddle, Up, Diddle. So it's exactly what it sounds like. Again, one of those rhythmic titles. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and ta, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee, or down, diddle, up, diddle. So I haven't really talked much about the symbols that are above these yet. The symbol looks like a 3-sided part of a square. That's called a down bow. That's when we start here by our hand and pull towards the bow tip, or in that direction. You can start in the middle and pull towards the tip, and that's still a down bow. The symbol that looks like a V, that is called an up bow, and that means if we started here and push our bow towards our hand, or if we start in the middle and push towards our hand, that is the motion of an up bow. Doesn't make much sense when you think about up and down on your instrument. And your E string, it makes total sense. Down bow, up bow, pretty easy. When you're in your G string, though, a down bow is pulling to the right and an up bow is pulling to the left. And depending on how your violin is situated, your elbow and bow might actually be pulling upwards, even though it's a down bow. So we're talking about the general direction that the bow is going, and we just kind of use that as a descriptive term. So here's down diddle, up diddle, and just to practice this in front of you, it's down, diddle, up, diddle. So it's going to feel long, short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short. And that's the most important thing to practice in this exercise. This one is also adding fingers as well. I'm going to start on my E string. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. A string. 1, 2, ready, play. And now I'm going to do the D string. Ready, go. And now my G string. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So there's down diddle, up diddle. And now our last one is the wave. This changes how fast we're changing our fingers. So if you look at the fingering that's listed above the notes, it's got open, open, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and then back down, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, and ends with a super duper sky ride, or toddy toddy ta ta, or 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So I'm going to do this. I'm starting on the G string, and I'm going to go from G all the way to E. And I'm not going to stop this time. I'm going to go through all of these. This is a great way to practice getting your fingers up and down. If you've taken a break at some point in this video or done individual ones, this is one to try. This is kind of our goal for, like, can you use all of your fingers, and can you do this without stopping? So here we go. Number 5, the wave. 1, 2, starting on G. Ready, here we go. There you go. There's the wave on all 4 strings. All right, so this video turned out to be about 15 minutes long or so. Again, you can stop and use the timestamps to do particular exercises. You can skip to the end. I would say that, like, your goal is to be able to do the wave, what we just did, number 5. And probably doing the down diddle, up diddle rhythm is also important. Those are a little more difficult than the super duper sky ride ones, but pick and choose, do as many as you can. And let's just say you did the whole video, you're done in 15 minutes. That's a great day of practicing. And I'll see you at your next sectional.